Hi, my name is Shailene Natalia Arellano Cervera, and I'm a student of the bachelor's degree in English language by the University of Quintana Roo. As part of the process of the major, we are required to conduct a research on a topic of our interest. My research topic is the development of the use of translation techniques in EFL. I decided on this topic because I'm widely interested in translation and I plan on continue my education in this field once I finish my major. A little introduction on why I chose this topic is because the use of translation as a competency in language learning has always been the core of controversy among scholars, teachers, and linguists. However, in the first stages of language learning process, a student almost all the time has to translate things in order to begin to understand the second language. This research protocol aims to shed light into the reliability of translation techniques to improve both oral and writing skills in Spanish-speaking English students as second language learners. The introduction for this research protocol is that translation used to be a part of language learning practice in the past. However, in order to eradicate traditional learning due to it being considered robotic and dehumanizing, most English language teachers followed a more communicative approach, with translation being regarded as some kind of mechanical linguistic transfer of meaning from one language to another. As it is not a communicative activity, it is not suited to the general needs of the language learner. However, recent studies show that implementing translation activities, methods, and strategies into the language classroom can actually improve and benefit both beginner and advanced learner skills. The objective of this research protocol aims to gather and analyze information regarding the concept of translation, translation techniques, and the advantages and disadvantages of implementing them in an EFL classroom. The objectives of the paper are firstly to describe translation and EFL concepts in order to build a basis on the topic, to examine the usefulness of translation in an EFL context, and lastly to analyze ways in which translation techniques can improve EFL programs. The methods followed for this study include both descriptive and inferential analysis of the gathered data, aiming to retrieve information of translation being used as a pedagogical tool, how and in which context it is used, and how to potentialize its benefits for the field of ESL and EFL learning. The information was carefully selected from databases such as Google Scholar, EBSCO, ProQuest, and UCRO's own online library. Nonetheless, the main limitation of this study is the lack of previous research, as this is still an ongoing debate among the EFL community. You can see some related literature which served as the basis for this research protocol. As for the analysis, there are two important theoretical grounds: the grammar translation method and the communicative approach for teaching English. These two theories will serve as the grounds for this research project, as grammar translation was widely successful in the beginning of language learning, and the communicative approach is the most popular theory in contemporary language learning. All the data collected suggests that learners do not learn solely based on a single theory, but rather a mixture of most, if not all of them. The human mind is too complex for it to function in a single way. The data shows that having relied purely on grammar translation in the past worked its purpose and helped develop one of the most essential characteristics of language grammatical structure. However, as both the mind and language are too complex, the best course of action is to create and adapt many language theories to meet successful language learning. As this is still a research protocol and an ongoing study, there are no concrete results or findings. However, I can point out that translation is becoming more popular amongst research language professors. It is unacceptable to try to eliminate translation from language classroom, and translation techniques can actually benefit not only students in the beginning stage of learning, as it was firstly thought, but also aid more advanced ones. In conclusion, I will suggest reincorporating translation methods in language classroom, as these techniques will help add into an already rich language competence and reinforce knowledge. As research in this topic grows, the number of linguists and professors who are relying on translation techniques and activities grow at an astounding rate. And this is all for the presentation of the poster for this topic. Thank you.